Boeing 747 for major British airline.
I'd actually given up work to look after my family.
I work as a retail manager for Esso. I'm running the service station.
I'm deputy head of a large school in Cardiff.
I did very poorly at school. In fact, I left school as soon as I could. In fact, I was asked to leave. And I left with one CSE in woodwork.
This is a risk-free, minimal-cost start-up business as far as the distributors are concerned. They don't have to buy any stock, and for the minimal start-up fee that they pay us, they get everything they need. They don't need to buy an office or rent an office or have significant costs on a monthly basis. It's very simple, risk-free for them.
You can decide how much or little you do. You can fit it in around your full-time job and family. You can do what you want, when you want. There are no bosses or people to answer to. Once you've done the work, you continue to get paid a commission every single month based on what your customers are spending. You can even continue to get paid after you've stopped working the business, or if you decide to spend more time living abroad.
We worked really hard for a few years, but now we've got an income that allows us to live in the sun all year round in our beautiful villa in Spain.
And we still get paid every month for work we did in the past, even though we're now abroad and living life at the pace we choose.
Like the royalties that pop stars or writers earn, you'll be getting paid month after month, year after year. We call this residual income, and it continues even if you decide to take a breather.
Well, I've almost completely given up work now since joining the business. I worked at it very hard for the first 4 years. Then I took time off to travel. I spent nearly 4 months travelling around South America last year. Plan to go back again this year, and I don't have to worry about my income because it keeps coming in every month regardless of whether I'm walking on the beach or travelling around in Peru.
The best thing for me about this business is, now that our business has developed over a period of time, is that I don't have any worries about going to the letterbox in the morning and seeing what's come. Because a few years ago, you know, bills would come, just like everybody gets bills, and sometimes, you know, it'd be a worry. Nowadays, you know, we don't have to worry about the mortgage, you know, we don't have to worry about, we have no money worries at all, and that's phenomenal. And because the way our residual income has grown, and it has grown substantially, it doesn't matter whether we do any work or we don't. The money still keeps getting paid into our bank account, and that is absolutely fabulous.
The great thing about it is what I found out last year about this time. It turned out that I had cancer and I had to have a major operation. Unfortunately, I was in hospital for over 3 weeks, and I couldn't do any work for 4 months. But what I found about is that I got residual income every month. And the great thing about it, I got pay rises as well every month. And the whole company looks after you. Not only the people you meet while you're doing your business, but the main company head office were very, very good. They looked after my wife, sent her flowers, and loads of letters and cards came.
If you want to add to your income potential, you can introduce other distributors. Yes, people like you who also like the idea of earning more money this year than they did last. You'll then earn a commission on what their customers spend, and if they choose to build a team too. Imagine that. You'll get paid when people that you don't know boil a kettle, fry an egg, switch on a light, or make a phone call.
We get to choose who we work with. So coming from a corporate life and now picking and choosing my day, my distributors and my customers is really great.
In some respects you don't actually class it as work, because a lot of people that you meet them, I don't know, in the town, in the deli, in the hairdressers, in the petrol station, and Jimmy just tends to talk to everybody. And to be honest, the last year I've tended to do it myself now. You always think that people wouldn't be interested, but people are, and it's very simple, but if you don't ask them, you don't know.
It just becomes habit, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
It's like your hobby. You just mention it every day. When people say how are you, say great, thanks, and they always wonder why you're so great and they're not. So you tell them.
One of the great things about being involved with this opportunity is you get the chance to help people that are basically in a box. They're being told what to do, how to do it, what time to go to work, when to leave, and most of those people are hardly surviving. One of the fantastic benefits of being involved in this great opportunity is the fact that you can show people a way out. Whether it takes 3, 5 or 10 years, it's a genuine opportunity to get out of the rat race.
Another major benefit of being involved with this company is the tremendous incentives and recognition you receive. One of the great promotions could mean that for a month you'd be driving one of these.
I mean, I've never driven a Boxster before, and I went up and Charles gave us this Boxster, and I said to Charles, look, I'm terrified. He said, don't worry, Dennis. Here are the keys. Do whatever you like. If you prang it as you go out of here, I'm not fussed because it's fully insured.
The boys were really excited when we went to pick up the Porsche. The only problem was, being a two-seater, was we had a little bit of argy-bargy afterwards as to who was going to drive home with me.
There's even a scheme in place where you can get one of these. Yours to keep.
It's fantastic. I've never owned a new car in my life, and all you had to achieve was gather a few customers, and you hit a level that's in the company that they give you a brand new BMW Mini to keep.
And the great thing about the businesses is that, you know, you haven't got to sort of be a superstar to go on the holidays. You just have to do a little bit. To go on the holidays, you just have to do a little bit and do it regularly. And you know, fantastic luxury holidays that, you know, for most people, including myself, were out of my reach financially.
There have been hundreds of distributors and their partners who've enjoyed some fantastic free luxury holiday incentives.
This is just unbelievable. What other part-time business can you get this for free? We're staying in the best hotel in Las Vegas. We've had money, spending money every day, and you know, you have to pinch yourself every single day just to believe this is happening. I'll never ever forget it. Thank you very much to Utility Warehouse.
I had a mega time in Vegas. I want to do it again, please.
I know from personal experience that this business works. I dropped out of university with over £10,000 worth of student debt. The business has allowed me to avoid the rat race and work from home whilst building up a substantial property portfolio before the age of 30 and allow me to concentrate and pursue my main interest as a professional football referee.
This business opportunity has given us the residual income to allow me to take time off work and still get paid to do the charity work that we're both very involved with.
When I started it, we were living in a 3-bedroom semi-detached,
yes,
which was worth 60,000 with a £350 car on the drive. We were spending more than we were earning, as everyone does, and now we live in a £300,000 house in a lovely area of the country. No money worries, really. What more can I say? No pension worries, and the future's looking brighter every day. So.
June of this year, I was given retirement from my company, who I worked for 32 years, and the monthly commission which I earn from the business is more than the annual pension I receive from the company that I work for.
Just by doing a couple of hours a week, we've built up a reasonable residual income, which means that some of the bills are actually, our monthly bills are paid now, which is really nice. It's enabled me to learn to do sign language, because I have a brother and sister-in-law that are deaf, and we have deaf friends that are in the business with us, and obviously it's nice to communicate with them.
This is the most wonderful opportunity, and you don't have to be 20 to do it. You can do it when you're over 70, and we've proved it.
Well, it's giving us that extra income. That's one thing, and it's enabled us to also dream, dare to dream, basically. You know, when you see other people within the business and what they've managed to achieve, is encouraging that one day you can achieve the same thing.
It's allowed us to spend more time with the children, more time as a family together. We've bought a share in a yacht in the Greek islands. We've built a property abroad.
Well, there are really so many good things about the business, but for me personally, the best thing is the fact that I'm building up a residual income. Now, I currently work as a software engineer. It's a very well-paid job, but I have a little boy, his name's Joe, he's got Down syndrome, and I have to work away from home. Joe always tells me how much he misses me, and I really miss him when I'm away. So this business is going to allow me essentially to retire in 1 or 2 years' time, so I can spend my time at home with Joe. So when he gets up to go to school in the morning, I can be there. When he comes home from school in the evening, I can be there. When he's on holiday, I can be on holiday.
Prior to joining this business, I spent 23 years at one of the UK's leading accounting firms. My primary role there was to advise growing businesses, And I used to say to my clients, you need to find a business that makes you money while you sit on the beach. This business surely is the one business that enables you and enables all the distributors to do that.
So, you can do it in your own time, it's totally risk-free, and you get all the help and support you need. Just imagine where you could be in 1, 3, 5 or 7 years' time if you make that call now. So, phone the person that gave you this DVD, get your questions answered, and they'll help you get started. And we look forward to meeting you soon.